Hi everybody, how's it going today? It's a beautiful day. I think winter finally broke and we're able to enjoy the spring. Today we're going to have a look at some of our new acquisitions for vehicles that'll go on our model railroad layout. We also have some figures. Nice little Corvette by Viking and Bush. And then we recently got some PCX 87 vehicles. So we're going to have a look at these, and I think we're going to try and make some of these faller figures fit into our vehicles that are convertibles. That way we got some cool people driving around with the top down when the weather's nice on our model railroad. Does that sound cool, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So let's have a look at these Lincolns. Dad's kind of fond of Lincolns because I had a few in my life. We have a modern one now, but I had some of these big old boats back in the day. I bought them pretty cheap. I didn't buy them brand new. Mine were used. Roll that out. What's nice about the PCX vehicles is they have little mirrors and stuff like that, right? Ooh, look at that. That is sharp. The paint is pretty superior on that thing. It's that signature looking Lincoln Continental rear end, white wall tires. The bottom has some details as well. I don't see any screws where you could easily take these apart if you wanted to put anything on the interior or add headlights. So we're not going to mess with that. I think these will look just fine. What do you think, buddy? You like that vehicle? It's a nice old luxury vehicle. Thing's probably about 30 feet long. All right, let's go ahead and pull out the burgundy one. Ooh, nice. There's that nice burgundy color one. Sharp. So we have two Lincolns for our layout. They'll go in different places. It's a nice vinyl top. This looks like it's a metallic burgundy as well. Yeah, it's a nice little metallic. Kind of nice we're doing this out in the sun because we get to see the paint finish. Nice. I like it. What do you think? You like those Lincolns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go to the Jeep next because it's the same brand. So this was a really cool vehicle when I saw it. That's the Golden Eagle. It's a Jeep. It's pretty cool. Let's take that one out nice and gently. Yeah, a lot of vehicles in 187 scale or HO train scale do not have passenger mirrors. I really like when they have the mirrors. Got to be careful with them when we handle them though, right? Because we don't want to break those mirrors off. Dad has the ability to glue them back on, but it is difficult. Oh yeah, I think we're going to have to put probably we're going to have to put a driver in there and a passenger and maybe somebody in that rear little jumper seat. Now Jeeps of this time were pretty narrow and sat high, so they did flip pretty easily. Let's look at the back. Nice spare tire. We are outside, so you're going to hear the neighbors' obnoxious dogs barking. Let's see what the front looks like. Looks really nice. Nice little license plate. No lettering on the license plate, but that's okay. Jeep logo is very clear on the side. Beautiful. What do you think? You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So those are the three new PCX vehicles that we have. We're going to add that to our layout. Okay, and Bush. We have a 65 Mustang convertible.
The tire details on that look pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it looks sharp. Very sharp looking vehicle. That one might be a little hard to get a passenger in because the steering wheel does look a little low to the seat, but we'll see what we can do very carefully to get a passenger in there. One thing about these PCX vehicles, not that you want them to roll because they're just going to be on a layout, but they're just really well put together and they roll nicely. This is a little bit older Bush model. Okay, and we have one more. Nice old Corvette, right?
Yep.
That's a Chevrolet Corvette in 187 scale. I never say it right. I believe the Germans say the name Viking. Okay, that's a really cool Corvette. I think we're going to have to try and get a couple of passengers in there. Maybe a little Laverne and Shirley or Thelma and Louise or something like that. All right, let's go ahead and pull that one out.
packaging is different on the different brands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got a little bit of sticky tape or adhesive on there. Whoa, that one rolls real nice. Nice. White wheels. Very nice. Nice little vehicle, right? So those are our new acquisitions right now, right?
Yep.
Pretty cool. I like them. So let's go ahead and we are going to try and do a little bit of work here. And we're going to go through our Faller figures. This is Fairground set number 2. Fairground set number 3 by Faller. We're going to try and do some work and we're going to select some people. Sometimes you got to take some little nippers and you got to trim their feet or their legs, so you just do a little bit at a time. And then we're going to use some Eileen's tacky glue and we're going to do a little bit of work and we're going to see if we can get these people into the Jeeps and the convertibles. Does that sound cool, buddy? Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to do it. Okay, so see, we successfully got a driver in. Let's see how she fits. We found a female passenger.
Whoa.
It's kind of difficult, huh? Yeah, we're just test fitting right now. Is she stuck in there? It's a little bit difficult. Nope, everybody fell out. Okay, so that's all right. Set him off to the side. We'll work him back in. We don't want to put any glue on him until we know for sure that they're going to fit okay. How's she look? Does her bottom fit in the seat okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Yeah, I think she's going to fit okay. We could probably reposition her back a little bit. I got some little cotton swabs and stuff, and we'll see. Yeah, I think she'll be okay. We'll try it out. Whoa, there's so much wind, it's just blowing that Jeep around. All right, so we'll see how we're doing here. Yeah, be careful because you got a steering wheel there. Oh, that blonde fits in that Mustang pretty good, huh? All right, we'll figure it out. The Mustang, I think, is going to be the hardest because of the way the steering wheel is.
Yeah.
That'll gently prod it and see if the steering wheel will come out, and we might have to reinstall it. All right, so we made it through the Jeep, right, buddy?
Yep.
That wasn't too bad because everything was open. Had to cut the driver's feet back a little bit, but then these other 2 female figures, they fit in there pretty good. A little bit smaller females, so they fit in there pretty good. We just kind of gently kept prodding them with some cotton tips, and then there's tacky glue underneath their bottoms so they stick. Now, the next one, the Mustang. We were starting to look at how we were going to get figures in there, and the steering wheel is right on the seat. So there's no way to pull it out, so we dissected the Mustang. A brand new Mustang, we tore it apart. Isn't that pretty crazy? Yeah, so we're going to figure out which figures we like, and we're going to go ahead and put them in the seats, and then we will put the whole car back together. Does that sound good, partner? All right, we're going to do that. Okay, so we figured out what people we'd like, how the dashboard would fit. Why don't you go ahead and just little glue on the seats, buddy. Just on the bottom of the seats. Okay. There you go, that's pretty good. Go ahead and get the other one. You're going to have little stringies, but that glue dries pretty dry. You like it? Okay. We'll set this off to the side. And then we're going to put our people in. So go ahead and line up the blonde lady in there.
Wait, she's going to be the driver.
Yeah, she fit pretty good in the driver's seat, so we'll just make that work. Just the way her legs are positioned. Yeah, and then just get her seated back. And then you can put the gentleman in the passenger seat. He was a little tougher because his arm kind of gets in the way of her arm, and his arm also gets a little bit in the way of the side door where that would be, but we have a little time to massage these guys in place. And it almost looks like they're getting ready to hold hands. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they look pretty good in the interior of that Mustang. Okay, that'll take care of the steering wheel because that takes a little bit of work. Yeah, we just couldn't really get that steering wheel. You know what? Can you line that up? See if you can do it. Very gently. You don't need to push hard. Okay? Just line it up so the steering wheel is basically in her lap.
Wait.
Yeah, it just fits.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, it just fits right in there. Boom. Don't need to push hard. Yeah, see, it gets stuck to your fingers. It all just kind of like interlocks together. It's not like some of the model kits where we have to snap them hard, right? It's just going to sit in there, and then Dad will very carefully put the rest of the car together. Does that sound good? It looks good. I like it. Yep. You did it. Okay, so let's put the rest of the car together. See how it looks. Okay, so we had to do some gentle massaging, right, buddy?
Yep.
Yep, and we got nice blonde passenger. It looks like they're about to hold hands. That's what's really cool about that. See? It's like a happy couple. Just cruising on a beautiful spring day with the top down, right? That's awesome. Dad's had a couple convertibles in his life, but you know what? They break down over time, the roof material, especially in the Midwest. Okay, now we have a Corvette to deal with, right?
Yep.
Let's see if we can do that. We have some passengers left in our boxes. We'll see if we can do that without tearing it down like we did the Mustang, because that's always a little sketchy. You're always worried about breaking something, right? Alright, so we're going to try that Mustang, or that Corvette, rather. Here we go. Okay, so we didn't have to take the Corvette apart, so that's pretty cool. So the guys we had to basically trim a little bit off their feet. We got them to fit. The guy is wedged in there in such a way that he is not going to come out. And so there's no glue. And then a little bit of Eileen's tacky glue. Now we have 3 convertibles that look like they are much more realistic for our train layout. I like convertibles, but we don't have a lot on the layout because we didn't have people in them. And then there's our 2 Lincolns that we're going to park somewhere in our city. What do you think, buddy? You want to go put it on the train layout, run some trains? It's beautiful outside. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time in the basement, but we'll admire our work for a little while. Sound cool?
Yeah.
All right.